Good morning, my dear students. Today we will start the module 4, which is having similarity of a matrices and diagonalization of a matrix. First, we are looking into the definition of similar matrices. A is said to be similar to B if there exists a non-singular matrix P such that B is equals to P inverse AP. This transformation of A to B is known as similarity transformation. So similar matrices A and B have same eigenvalues. So now we look into diagonalization of a matrix. A square matrix A of order n with n linearly independent eigenvectors is similar to diagonal matrix D, whose diagonal elements are the eigenvalues of A, that is D is equals to P inverse AP. Here P is called the transformation matrix. That matrix P is having eigenvectors, linearly independent eigenvectors as a columns of that matrix. Here P is called the transformation matrix that's having eigenvectors as a columns, and D is called the diagonal matrix which is having eigenvalues of A as a principal diagonal elements. This D is called a spectral matrix. So one of the application of this diagonalization is to find the powers of the matrix. Usually if we want to find A power 4, then first we find A into A, that's like we will get A square. Again A square into A square, then we will get A power 4. Like that. If you want to find A power 8 or A power 9 or anything, that's a continuous multiplication. But one of the use of this diagonalization is to find the powers, any power, any nth power of the matrix we can find by using this diagonalization. Consider D is equals to P inverse AP, where P is the model matrix, or we considered as a transformation matrix. Then D square means D into D. That can be written as P inverse AP into P inverse AP. P inverse P into P inverse means an identity matrix, that's I. Then P inverse A into P. Here I is an identity matrix, so A into I is A into A is A square. So P inverse A square P. If we continuing like this, D cube, D power 4 and so on, then we will get D power n as P inverse A power n into P. Pre-multiply by P and post-multiplied by P inverse, and we will get P D power n, P inverse is equals to A power n. If we want to find A power n or 100th power of the matrix, just multiplied the pre-multiplied with P and post-multiplied with P inverse for the matrix D power n. So for finding the nth power of D is very easy. D means a diagonal matrix. Just simply raise the power to n to the principal diagonal elements. There is no need to multiply the matrices for the diagonal matrices. Now we go through an example how to find the power of a matrix using model matrix or using transformation matrix. Diagonalize A 1 6 1 1 2 0 0 0 3 and hence find A power 8. Find the model matrix. For this, first we need to find the characteristic equation and eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So for evaluating this, for diagonalizing the matrix, first we need to find the eigenvectors. For finding the eigenvectors, first step is find characteristic equation and then find the roots, that means eigenvalues. For each eigenvalue, find the eigenvector and then write the model matrix. What is the model matrix? The model matrix means that a matrix P which is having eigenvectors, linearly independent eigenvectors as a columns of P. For that, first we need to find the characteristic equation of A, that is determinant of A minus lambda I is 0, which is, here we directly wrote lambda cube minus 6 lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 12 is equals to 0. The roots of this equation is minus 1, 3, 4. For each eigenvalue, there exists a non-zero eigenvector. That's in the previous video, we learned how to find an eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalues. Just here I am giving the answers. Eigenvectors corresponding to lambda minus 1 is x1 is equals to k times of minus 3, 1, 0. Lambda 2 is equals to 3 is x2 is equals to k times of 1, 1 minus 4. And the eigenvector corresponding to lambda 3 is equals to 4 is k times of 2, 1, 0. Now write the model matrix P. Model matrix P means the eigenvectors as a columns of P. So x1, this is x1, this is a matrix x1, this is x2, this is x3. Now find the P inverse. Here for finding P inverse, either by manual you can find, or you can use a calci, you can write the P inverse. Now write the diagonalization. Here diagonalizing means D is equals to P inverse AP. Just multiplying P inverse A into P, that is equals to D. Here observe this. After multiplying this, you need to check that the principal diagonal elements are the eigenvalues or not. If these are the eigenvalues, then your matrix is right one. Just by this way you can verify your answer is right or wrong. For any of the matrix, the diagonal matrix D is having eigenvalues as a principal diagonal elements. Now we look into how to find A power n by using this model matrix. Here D is equals to P inverse AP. What do you mean by A? That is pre-multiplied with P on both sides, then P into P inverse becomes I. After that, multiplying P inverse and post multiply. That is P inverse is equals to A into I. So A is equals to P inverse. Now already we discussed about how to find A power n. That A power n is P power 8 P inverse. Now D power 8. Here this is D. D power 8 means just raise the power of this element 8 times. Raise the power to 8 of these diagonal elements. There is no need to multiply this matrix 8 times. Just simply minus 1 whole power 8, 3 power 8, 4 power 8. Just multiplied with P, pre-multiple as P and post multiple as P inverse. Just multiply. You will get the answer A power 8 is like this. Okay. Now we move to the next example. Find the matrix P which diagonalize the matrix A 4, 1, 2, 3. First find the characteristic equation, which is determinant of A minus lambda I is equals to 0, which is 4 minus lambda into 3 minus lambda minus 2, which is nothing but lambda square minus 7 lambda plus 10 is equals to 0. The roots of this equation is 2 and 5. Those are called the eigenvalues. The corresponding eigenvector are 1 comma minus 2 and 1 comma 1. Okay. So now write the model matrix. How to write the model matrix? Just simply write the eigenvectors as a columns of P, which is 1 minus 2, 1, 1 as a columns is called the model matrix. Now diagonalize A. How to diagonalize? D is equals to P inverse AP. So here, how to check that this matrix is diagonalizable? How will we know? That is based on the linearly independent eigenvectors. Here we have lambda is equals to 2 and 5 are the distinct eigenvalues. Here there exist two linearly independent eigenvectors. That means one cannot be expressed in terms of others. So these two vectors are linearly independent. So this matrix is diagonalizable. Now we go to the next example. Diagonalize the matrix A is equals to 1, 1 minus 1, 1 over real. Is it diagonalizable over complex? Now, as usual, first find the characteristic equation, eigenvalues or eigenroots, and then eigenvectors. You find the characteristic equation, determinant of A minus lambda I, that is lambda square minus 2 lambda plus 2 is 0. Eigenroots are 1 plus r minus I. These are not real values. These are a complex values, which are the form A plus r minus IB form. That means a complex roots. So the matrix A has no real eigenvalues. So it is not diagonalizable over real, but it can diagonalizable on complex. How can we say that those are diagonalizable over complex? That is depending on the eigenvectors. For each eigenvalue, there exists a non-zero eigenvector. After finding an eigenvector, check that those eigenvectors are linearly independent or not. Here, the eigenvectors for 1 plus I is 1i, 1 comma I. The eigenvector corresponding to 1 minus I is 1 minus I. Those two are linearly independent. Therefore, we can say that the matrix A is diagonalizable over complex. Yeah, the last example. If possible, diagonalize the matrix A 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, minus 5, 4. So if we want to check the matrix A is diagonalized means we need to check that the eigenvectors corresponding to the eigenvalues are linearly independent or not. Okay. The characteristic equation for that matrix is lambda cube minus 4 lambda square plus 5 lambda minus 2 is equals to 0. Eigenvalues are 1, 1, 2. The corresponding eigenvectors for lambda is equals to 1, 1 is 1, 1, 1. Here, for the repeated eigenvalue, there exists only one eigenvector 1, 1, 1. For the eigenvector 3, for the eigenvalue lambda 3 is equals to 2, there exists another eigenvector. Here, for the total 3 eigenvalues, there exist only the 2 eigenvectors. Okay, it's a 3-dimensional vector. It's having only 2 eigenvectors in the dimension 3. That means these are the linearly dependent. And also here one more point. The eigenvalue for the repeated root has an algebraic multiplicity 2. It means one is repeated twice. So algebraic multiplicity is 2. But geometric multiplicity is only 1. So it is not diagonalizable. That means here we need to observe one point. A matrix A is diagonalizable if the number of eigenvalues is equals to number of eigenvectors. In case of repeated eigenvalues, the algebraic multiplicity is same as the geometric multiplicity, then only that matrix is diagonalizable. Otherwise, the matrix is not diagonalizable. In simple manner, the number of eigenvalues is equals to number of eigenvectors. It may be distinct or may be repeated. All the eigenvectors are linearly independent. Then only the matrix A is diagonalizable. Okay, thank you students. Have a nice day.